Good afternoon, YouTube. Now, this is the nice big one. June is coming up and there's a hell of a lot out. We are talking some worldwide, there's some good stuff coming. It is that simple. And what I'll do, I'll detail it to you week by week throughout the world of what's coming out. Now, I'll start with the UK as always, and we'll go through things like that. I'm going to chop and change through the video as well, so hopefully my editing skills will be up to it. Hopefully you enjoy it. Let's get started and get straight onto it. Now firstly, 1st of June, what's coming out? Onward finally arrives. Now this is coming out as a 4K steelbook and the 3D steelbook as well. As you can see, artwork looks amazing on both of these. It's also coming out as a 4K, 3D and normal Blu-ray as well. And just so I'm going to pop up a sheet for you quickly now. As you can see, that's all the listings for the extras on that should be on each of the Blu-rays as well. Not too bad looking, really. Get a hold of that on the 1st of June. I really want it myself. I'll have to see what I can afford, but there you go. Next, the one which everyone really doesn't want to buy, but I reckon there will be some people buying, is Cats. Yes, it's finally arriving. No, we're not getting a 4K release. Shocker. But the saving grace, I think, for it might be that if you go onto Zoom right now, use the code. I can't remember what the code was, but I'll have it down here, across the bottom. Put this code in, get 20% off when you pre-order Cats. Can't really say fairer than that right now, because nobody would pay 15 quid for it. That'll be coming out as well. What's next? Grudge steelbook, Grudge Blu-ray. Beautiful artwork, looks really cool, and that's a Zavvi exclusive. Definitely worth having a look at. One that's really disappointing me next is that we're not getting a 4K release for this one. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, the Tom Hanks one. We're getting it Blu-ray, yeah, fine. I was looking forward to getting it in 4K. You can hit it up at Australia and Germany in 4K, but you know, why we couldn't get 4K for it, I never know. The awesome looking, which is on my hard drive downstairs and I still haven't watched, Red Dwarf The Promised Land is coming out on Blu-ray. I might just pick it up as normal because I love Red Dwarf. Brilliant looking. America are getting it in a couple of weeks as well, so that's not too bad. The amazing, apparently, Parasite is out as well, believe it or not. Now you're getting a steelbook and a Blu-ray of that. We're not getting the 4K, but it is hitting Germany and Australia again, so you know you can get them if you really want to. But I like the artwork for the steelbook, you know, a bit geometric, you know, not too bad. Next we have Blood and Flesh. This is some old looking weird shit, this. There's a lot more nostalgic stuff coming out this year, definitely, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, but if you're into that kind of thing, definitely worth taking a look. The new version of Charlie's Angels, the 4K one's apparently hitting us. I'm not really seeing it listed many places, but is anyone going to bother with it? I honestly don't know. Watchmen Series 1 is coming out as a steelbook and a Blu-ray. Now, I haven't heard anything about this. Is it any good? Let me know in the comments, guys. But will you be buying it? One thing that looks amazing on this next one is the sheer quality of it. Wonder Woman 4K steelbook. This looks beautiful. It is sold out on Zavvi, but it's still available on Amazon. Just take a look at these pictures. Amazing looking, very well put together. Would look good in anyone's collection. Next, the Jaws 4K steelbook's turning up as well. So that would be 4K steelbook, 4K. As you can see, they look quite nice. The 4K steelbook from Zavvi is sold out, but Amazon does have it listed in stock at the moment, so worth taking a look. And there is what they call a Sin edition available at HMV as well. I don't know why they changed it, but there's a couple of exclusives there for you basically. And America as Seen by a Frenchman. I've no idea what this one's about. It was just weird looking. So I didn't know what else to say really. Other things to bear in mind is more stock has come in, by the look of it, for Running Man. Now that's a steelbook for Running Man with Schwarzenegger. Yes, I already know it has come out. I did get a few comments about it on Facebook. It's simply that there's more stock available. That's what I wanted to highlight because it is a cool one. And yes, Jamie, I saw you got your copy. Very cool. I really want one, but I don't know. I don't want to shout out for it just yet. I might wait and see if it comes down in price at CEX maybe. But that's just me. So that's what we're looking at for the UK on the 1st of June. Next, we'll hit America. And now we're back with America as well. Now there's this, between the 1st and the 2nd of June, there's a couple of different titles out, and they got some nice stuff out on the first week. Gonna cost you guys, it's that simple. Firstly, we have the Death Trap Trip Collection. I've never heard of this myself, but quite cool looking artwork. Maybe you agree, maybe you don't, but definitely worth taking a look. We have Blood on Blu-ray. I haven't actually heard of this one either myself, but again, if you know anything about it, let me know in the comments. The next one coming out is called Cover Me. Again, one I don't really know anything about. Hallowed Be Thy Name. Anyone heard of that one? I haven't either. Punching and Stealing. That just sounds cool. I don't know why, it just really does. 1BR's also coming out. I've heard this is quite a good thriller. I don't think you know if we're going to be getting a release over here, so worth taking a look. And Then We Danced would be the next one. No idea on that one either. Beanpole. Sounds a bit weird, but yeah, that's another one that's coming out. We have Blackout Invasion Earth. Now you can go onto YouTube and check out the old trailer for that one. It actually doesn't look too bad. Effects could be a touch better, but I think that's a worthy one. Series 1 of Creepshow is hitting America. Oh, that's good. That's just classic stuff. We definitely want that over here. Doom Annihilation hits America. Now, we might have it already. I'm not too sure. I didn't check. But is it any good? Does anyone know if it's any good? Because the first one was pants, wasn't it, really? Juice. How Electricity Explained the World. There are some documentaries that are cool, and this one does actually look quite cool. Parasite 4K hits America. I think they've already had the normal release. They're just getting a 4K release of it. I don't know why. The Redeemed is another one coming out. Looks quite cool. And Rewind. Never even heard of this one, but some people might like it. Robert the Bruce. I have actually seen the trailer for this one, and it doesn't look too bad. It looks like the working man's Braveheart, basically. Underdog. Not that real cheap-ass looking kids film. It's a different one. But is it any good? Your guess is as good as mine. They're getting their Watchmen Series 1 as well. They'll get it as a steelbook and Blu-ray just like we have, so they're not being left out there. Witches in the Woods, or as I say, when my two aunties and my mother get together. That's coming out on Blu-ray. We have Green Book. That's a refresh because obviously that has been out before. An Oscar-winning film. Looks quite cool. As is Peppermint. I quite enjoyed Peppermint when I got it on a streaming service. So I am looking to buy that. We never got a Blu-ray release over here. So I think the cheapest way right now is either Australia or Germany on that one. Star Trek The Short Treks. Never been that much into me Star Treks, I'm got to admit. So maybe I'd get it if it was cheap. Agony. No idea. Looks quite cool. Everfall is another one that's going to be gracing them. Never heard of that one either. They're re-releasing Girl Shrimp, which kind of pointless in my opinion because we can get it for like 50p over here, second hand. It's in most of the pound shops for £2. Don't know why. Extraordinary. I've seen the trailer for this one. It's a bit weird looking, but I reckon that's worth a go. One Cut of the Dead is a cool looking steelbook. Just looks nuts. And then we have the Apollo 13 4K steelbooks hit in America as well. The jammy sods. I do like the look of that. We have a collector's edition of Glengarry Glen Ross, and that's an old classic there. I still won't buy it. We have the Best Buy exclusive Flash Gordon steelbook. Flash Gordon, not Flesh. Flesh one's dirty. Flash Gordon steelbook. Now, I love the colours. This film's going to look amazing. With the 4K release of it, the colours are going to pop so much. Can't wait for that one. Then we have the... Is it the Gates of Hell? Yeah, The Gates of Hell. Never heard of that one. Urban Cowboy. Now that's a good one that's getting a re-release. Classic film there. We have the Jaws 4K Steelbook. That's going to be a Best Buy exclusive for them. Does look cool though, and they're getting a normal 4K release of that as well. Now The Mechanic. This is the original 1972 version. So get your peepers on that one. Looks kind of cool. We have The Queen. No, not the one you're thinking. It's a different one. They Came from Beyond Space. Yeah, that's some cheesy ass looking stuff right there. And then we have Let's Kill Uncle, Al Adamson Collection, and Africa Screams. Bit of a weird mix there really for America's first week, but worth taking a look because there are some gems in there. We'll be right back with Australia next. Take care. G'day mates, I'm back with Australia. Oh, that's a real bad accent there. Now, their first week starts about the 3rd of June, and they've got a nice little section coming out for their first week because they can be quite dry out there. They're getting their 4K and Blu-ray versions of Onward as well, but no Steelbook. That's all I can say. They're also getting their Sonic the Hedgehog, which does look amazing. They're getting a 4K and Blu-ray release of that one. I love the artwork on this and it looks brilliant. They're getting Emma, which is not a bad remake, I suppose, but it's not something I'll be rushing out to get myself. Fantasy Island, I do like the look of this. It looks kind of mad. It was on streaming services for a while in America as well, but there you go. Last Full Measure, never heard of that one, but worth giving a chance, I think. They'll also be getting their Watchmen Series 1 as well, but they'll only get the Blu-ray. They're not getting no Steelbook from us. Wonders of the Sea, you know me. I like anything documentary style or anything that looks nature is always going to be cool. The Host, a classic. It's Korean, I think, isn't it? Classic horror film. You know, nice weird monster, very well shot as well. War of the Worlds 4K will finally hit them as well. I really do want that. As will they get the Days of Thunder, and they'll get their Top Gun 4K as well. But the Top Gun will get a Blu-ray release as well. I don't know why the other two didn't. Uncommon Valor, here's a classic. That'll be hitting them as well. They'll also be getting the Creepshow Series 1 set as well. These next few, there's some classics. We got Boing Boing, Nutty Professor, that's the original 1965 version. Who's Minding the Store? It's Only Money. Who's Got the Action? And Who Was That Lady? And Hollywood or Bust. Artists and Models, The Stooge, and My Friend Irma Goes West. Nice little collection of classics there. Good artwork on those, as you can see. Definitely worth a punt in my opinion. So for first week of the month, not a bad shake for Australia. We'll be wicking on over to Germany in just a moment. Now with Germany, we're looking at not the biggest first week on record, but more quality than quantity, I would say. Now we're starting off with Undercover Angels. Never heard of it myself, would always give it a chance. They're getting their Jojo Rabbit 4K and Blu-ray releases. We never got 4K over here for some reason, so a cheap pickup if you can get it. Relativity. Never heard of it, but it looks kind of cool, as is Lost in London. There's a one called 7500. I've got no idea what it is, but it is coming out as a Blu-ray. Ashfall is coming out as a digibook, and you know me, I love me digibooks. Root Cause, anything that even sounds remotely like Dentist is not a good thing for me. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Finale, bit more action, not too bad. The Cook, The Thief, His Wife and Her Lovers coming out as a digibook. Now this is one of those classic noir films, extremely well done back in the day, extremely popular, well worth taking a look. And lastly, for the first week, we have A Foreign Correspondent. Not even sure what that one's about, but have you heard of it? Let me know. And we're going to jump across to France in just a moment as well. Bonjour mon ami. French, yeah, that's about as good as I get. Now France does not normally have that big a market really. For the first week, I would say this is a very good setup for them. Firstly, they're beginning getting Judy, a very good looking biopic actually, so not too bad, not too badly done. Renée Zellweger done a good job on that. They're getting that as a Blu-ray. Next, we've got The Vultures. I think that's more of a classic one. Murder on the Orient Express. This is the original 1974 version as well, so they are getting some classics in there. We have Gloria Mundi. Haven't heard of that one. The next one I love the look of. An Elephant Sitting Still. It's coming out on Blu-ray. I just like the title. Out of Time. I'm sure that's Denzel Washington if memory serves me correctly. HMS Defiant. That'd be one for my friend Anthony. Love these classic military ones. Justice League The Apocalyptic Wars. It's coming out as a steelbook now. There's been quite a good spin on this. A lot of people seem to be liking that. I might have to take a look. Les Miserables. Whether it's the one that has a Wolverine boy in it or it's a different version, it is absolute classic art. It's coming out as a steelbook and Blu-ray as well, so definitely worth taking a look at. Next we have The Translators. No idea, haven't even heard of that one. They're getting their Watchmen Series 1, but they're only getting Blu-ray, they're not getting a steelbook. So I guess they'll be buying ours. Next we have Ideal Home. No idea on that one. Wonder Woman 4K steelbook, they'll be getting their own version of that as well. Again, beautiful looking artwork on that one. One of my partner's favourites here, Victoria, is a really good British drama. It's series 1 through 3 is coming out in a collection, so I might have to try and get hold of that because she really does like it. It's a brilliant series. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. There's an old classic. Alan Rickman is really, really good in that. Definitely worth a look at. We have The Border. Never heard of that one. Evil Dead, the original's being re-released again. Don't know quite why, but I'd always take that because it is a classic film. We have Star Crash, and we have Shivers. Now that's a real old classic. And one thing I didn't pull out the artwork for these, but they're finally going to be getting all their individual Star Wars, you know, like the 4Ks and the Blu-rays for each of the films, singular. That will arrive within the first week for them as well, but I wasn't going to scan all that again. So there you go. Week 1 is out of the way. Now, you've got to admit, there's some good titles in there. Let me know in the comments down below, what would you be planning on getting? Remember, this is only week 1. In my next video, we're going to be hitting week 2, and it's just going to get more expensive, guys. But, oh, there's some good stuff coming. Take care, and I'll see you in video 2.